Esmeralda is going to start off this hour in Fresno. Hi, Esmeralda. How are you?
Hi, guys. I'm glad to get to talk to both of you.
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Okay, so I'm currently a correctional nurse, and I get paid pretty well for what I do just because of the environment that I work in. And my goal is to become a school nurse, which I actually got the position, and I should start soon. But I'm definitely going to take a pay cut just because of the change of environment. And this is something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time because I'm just stressed and overwhelmed, and the environment is just not the best to work at. But my question is whether this is a good move right now financially, just because I will be taking a pay cut.
How big of a pay cut?
It's about $15,000 a year.
Okay.
What do you make now?
I make 100.
Okay. And you're going to cut
And
to 85 and be a school nurse? Is that what you said?
Yes, but then in about 2 to 3 years, I'll be back at 100.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about what the next 2 to 3 years looks like before that. So where does that put you? Are you single income, double income?
Double income. My husband makes about 120, so
okay.
That's why he's not worried, and he's like, you need to go for this if this is something that you really want to do, because we have about $40,000 in debt, so he's willing to buckle down and pay all that off.
That's awesome.
Well,
You have a $200,000 income between the two of you, sure.
Yeah, so this is
I think it's just more me and being scared of, like, hey, I went to school, got my RN, and I wanted to make 100, and I think it's just more me taking, like, the drawback of taking the pay cut.
Yeah, can I suggest to you, Esmeralda, it may not be just you. Part of this, I wonder if you're worried about what other people might say or are already saying when you go from RN and this, that's obviously a very prestigious role, and moving into school nurse. I wonder how much of that is coming from what you think other people might think or say.
I don't think I think it's just me. I had a goal of making a certain amount,
and
now I am.
You did
it. With overtime here, the potential is limitless. But also, I'm concerned with my mental health and obviously a little bit of safety, because it's getting a little out of control in here at times, I would say.
Well, Esmeralda, you just laid out multiple reasons. You answered your own question as to why this is the right move. All of those negatives are absolutely confirmation that you need to move. But the biggest confirmation is that you've longed for this. You said, I've wanted to do this for a long time. Your husband is on board. That's a fantastic position to be in financially. This is not going to be that big of a hit. You're still going to pay off that debt, and you're going to be happy, and you're going to be fulfilled. And I understand where you're coming from, but you need to give yourself a break, because you have, in fact, achieved that goal. But what's great is you now realize that goal doesn't match up with your heart. And you got to follow your heart here, Esmeralda. Step into this. This is a great move. There's nothing wrong with this move. This is the right move.
What's the worst case scenario? You take the new job, and you get over there, and you hate it. And 20 seconds later, you can be an RN again in a hospital.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, yeah, I can find a job.
So you're not. This is
no
not
problem.
this is not like you burned all the boats and you can't go back home. So you can do whatever you want to do. Go try it. And if it doesn't work, go back to being an RN in a less toxic environment, someplace, some other hospital, some other situation.
I will be an RN at the school.
I know, but I'm saying go back into the medical world rather than the school nurse world. And if you don't like it, if you like it, this is a no-lose scenario.
Yeah.
Because you can, in the world that you live in, you can get another job in 26 seconds if you decide you don't want to be a school nurse anymore after a year. So do it. Absolutely. Go do it, Esmeralda.